I'm Randy Roosevelt, but this American team has fought back. They were down at one point, 10-3, and they run out the string, the final 12 points of game one, and win game one, 15-10. And Kirk, this Japanese team now has to regroup at home.
Well, they really do, Randy. They hit a lot of balls out the end of that game. Cost them the game.
Izzy Mikawa is back in. He was so hot early, and then he had 3 or 4 hitting errors. So that's a good sign for the Japanese to get him back into the swing of things. Fortune is dug. Another dig by Matsuda. Oh, great dig, hustling to the ball by Greenbaum. But there's a roof by Izzy Mikawa and Ueda. Samuelson hits that one hard but long. We're at a point for Japan.
One of the few mistakes Sammy's made in the match so far has been very hot as a hitter. And again, Japan jumps out to an early lead.
2-0, trying to stabilize their attack, these Japanese. There's a winner for the United States and Steve Timmons.
Good communication between Timmons and Greenbaum in the middle, the quick sets. Not quite so good on the deep sets. That's the set from the back row.
And again, Timmons rejoining the United States national team. Not a lot of time performing with Greenbaum. And Izzy Mikawa is back on track.
Well, he probably hasn't worked with Greenbaum a lot as it is because Stork has been setting every match, so it'll take a while.
Didn't take long enough as far as the Japanese are concerned after letting that big lead slip away. Here's Samuelson going up and slamming it hard, and it's side out United States.
You might mention the backup setter is Javier Gaspar on this trip. He was a starting setter and MVP for the team 3 years ago.
Yeah, he was a tremendous player for both Bill Neville and Fred Sturm, but now a long shot to make the Olympic team. It looks like Greenbaum will back up Stork. Manami pounding it down. Izzy Mikawa goes to the jump serve. And he hit it out. Side out U.S.
So Izzy Mikawa making a lot of mistakes in this match so far. Started out hot, and then all of a sudden, a lot of mistakes. And
Bob Staverdlik, just a steady performer, gets the job done every night.
Well, he's a player every team needs. You need a guy that passes, digs the ball, gets down and dirty every match. And that's Bob Staverdlik. And when you need him, he can put the ball away and block.
Manami sides out for Japan. They're leading game 2-2-1. The U.S. captured game 1, 15-10.
Manami's another young player, only 21 himself, so good young players in the middle and opposite for the Japanese.
And Manami is in his 3rd year in the World League. The World League has been great for the Japanese program. There's a rolling dig, keeping this one alive. Samuelson, and he's done. And Izzy Mikawa, he is a terminal hitter. They're either in or out, and nobody seems to return them.
Well, great dig here. Ugino gets it up. Oh, excuse me, wasn't Ugino. Ugino sets that ball, but a great dig by Ueda that time as he was down in defensive position early.
Aoyama serving at 2-1. That one hit the back line for Bob Staverdlik. And the Japanese lead at 3-1 as Staverdlik served. Staverdlik from Long Beach, California.
Oh, middle of the taper for Timmons. You can see his reaction after he hit that ball was not happy. It's a setting. It's that deep set. It's really a timing thing, and he's having trouble with that set in Greenbaum.
And Manami with a terrible-looking serve.
I think you gave him too much credit.
There's Ugino. He hit that one squarely. Kind of like the enthusiasm that Ugino plays with. Always bouncing around and trying to exhort his teammates on. Steve Timmons with authority. MVP of the '84 Olympics in Los Angeles, Steve Timmons, looking to play on his 3rd consecutive gold medal team. Samuelson rips another winner. The difference between Samuelson and last year is he had great moments and he had some bad moments last year, but this season he's a model of consistency.
Well, and the players tell me that Timmons has sort of taken him under his wing to make him the player, and it's helped him a lot.
And Samuelson says he likes playing with the veterans. They settle him down. The Americans have caught the Japanese at 3-all. Seiji Oko, well, that expression tells a little bit of the story, does not seem satisfied at all. Another block for an American winner, this one by Scott Fortune. And the United States leads 4-3, and they're in control of this match. Greenbaum able to dig Izzy Mukawa. Japanese run it down. Blocked by Otake. Samuelson with a winner. And the United States has opened up a lead in game 2 at 5-3. The Americans go to the sideline with a 2-point advantage in game 2.
For your children to play and turn your backyard into...
Steve Timmons pounding away.
Well, see, Timmons and Greenbaum are having a lot more luck with that quick set in the middle than they are with the deep set. So we watch them to keep going to the middle.
Timmons is relentless. Here's a chance for Timmons and Stavertlich, and Timmons put it away.
Bad pass over the net, and they'll crank it straight down every time when they're given the opportunity.
Izzy Mukawa with his 12th kill. It remains 5-3 United States. There's a hitting error. Steve Timmons with a rare miss. Sharp angle spike, and he just missed it. Ueda serves again for the Japanese. Long rally. Once again, Izzy Mukawa got the better of that joust.
Well, bad try of a set by Samuelson. Big middle blockers. You don't want them trying to do back sets and all that. Just set it up in front of you. Let somebody go up and spank it.
Americans holding on to a 6-5 lead. Samuelson almost killed Matsuda.
Very close to a facial that time. A lot of heat comes at you very quickly. Hits sort of a quick cement ball. Comes at you sort of flat but hard.
Poor Akihiko Matsuda at 5'11" saw that ball coming at him at about 100 miles an hour. Samuelson buries it into the net. Sammy has one speed overdrive.
A little polish of the dome there with his towel.
Gotta like that dome. It's his hallmark. There's Steve Timmons again, using the off-speed to punch out another winner.
He didn't use the off-speed. He sort of mistimed it and tripped on the way in, and off-speed hit it. Well, you'll give him the benefit of the doubt.
It looks like a solid kill on the stat sheet.
Blockers in the net that time. Ivy reached over and just punched the net with his hand. Stavertlich raised his hand, but I'm almost sure it was Ivy.
It was Ivy. Jean-Francois Marty put up number 5, which means number 5 of the Americans, Brian Ivy, was the man into the net.
Like Bob Stavertlich says, well, they already saw a net. I might as well say it's mine. They'll think I'm honest.
Trying to buy a call later in the night. 6-5, the Americans lead. Game 2. There's a tip that's down for Ivy.
Well, the tips have been very effective against this Japanese defense. They're dug in for the hard hit. Players going over the block into the middle. Nice play.
Stavrtlik with an ace.
Here it is, cross court. Do not move your feet fast enough. You don't get to that ball. Must move your feet.
And no Americans defensively in the middle, and Benami made him pay. Americans lead 7-5 after the ace. Japanese back by 2. And Benami serve.
Ivy, Timmons, Samuelson, they're all playing middle, they're all playing opposite, and they're really pretty much interchangeable now. They all do a great job in both positions.
Correct. The fact that they're winning with Dan Greenbaum is a very good sign. Always want to have a nice backup setter just in case anything would happen to Jeff Stork.
Well, and Fred Storm has not made it easy for this team. He's used a different lineup every single match of the World League, either changing position with players or changing the players on the floor.
Now, do you think this may hurt him down the road, not having a set lineup prior to Barcelona?
Well, I think he'd like to have a set lineup. Certainly, I know the players would, but he has to make a decision. He has to cut a team down from 18, 19 players down to 12, so he needs to move players around.
Well, Gino, with some good work, forcing an error by the American.
I mean, it's not really, I don't think his choice necessarily that he doesn't have Stork this week. Jeff wanted to stay home to see his baby born. I don't blame him, would you?
No, I don't think the coach does either. Now, that's one you have to say you can stay home. There's a block by Ueda.
It isn't the Olympic Games, and Dan Greenbaum can use the experience, so, why not let him stay home?
U.S. leading, but it's only 7-6 in game 2. But you get the feeling the Americans just pull away almost at will when they wanted. They proved that in the first game when they were down big and just shot right by the Japanese. What a learning experience it's been for Izzy Mukawa. The trials and tribulations for the 21-year-old outside attacker of this Japanese team. Samuelson again tooling it off the block of Aoyama and Ueda. That one hits the back corner for Izzy Mukawa. Of course, the Japanese will be the Americans' opponent in their opening match in Barcelona. So these teams getting to know each other very well.
Well, the triple cast, Randy, I'm looking forward to being there. I know you are. We're real excited. We'll be able to bring all that action to you.
All the key matches from Barcelona on the triple cast, and the first critical match, the first crossroad for the Americans, is against the Japanese.
Well, no block up. Great fake by Greenbaum. They go to their back one. X front. Good play.
Bob Samuelson with 14 kills in the match and a couple blocks.
Are we going to have fun in Barcelona or what, Randy?
I think we're going to have a pretty good time. Of course, the action of both the men and the women's side should be spectacular. We have not seen Terry Laskevich's team all that often, but we know that the women of the United States, led by Karen Kemner, figure to have a great chance.
Just upset the Cubans, who are ranked #1 in the world, so that's a very good sign for the U.S. women. The U.S. men, well, the whole pool is very strong. Cuba, Italy, Netherlands, Brazil, France. This Japanese team, a lot of good teams in the Olympics.
Another winner for Samuelson. In fact, the Olympics, very similar to the World League. 10 of the 12 teams in the World League are in Barcelona. It's 7-6 U.S. in Game 2.
So it's like a preview then.
It really is, and these games take you on not only financial rewards, but monumental momentum rewards toward Barcelona. You know the Italians want to win here, as they have the last couple of years, and carry that momentum into the Olympics. Japanese siding out, but they're looking to score points. Look at Ivy hang over the net, but he got caught going over.
Mike gets a bad call. The ball is definitely coming over. You're allowed to block it if any part of the ball is on your side of the net.
And Japan has tied Game 2 at 7-all. The Japanese capture the lead in Game 2. Gino was roofed, but it's kept in play. There's that tip. Ogino went for the pancake dig. Is it still alive? It is. Great dig by Ogino. But a winner on the outside by Stavertlich.
Well, everybody in the gym sort of stopped and hesitated, players on both teams. Ball was good. Great pancake up. Got the spatula on the ground. But Bob Stavertlich with the put away.
Yeah, the Americans and Japanese remain deadlocked at 7. Great job by Greenbaum, beating the block, and Dan Greenbaum has given the Americans the lead.
Nice turn by Greenbaum as he goes up to set. Ball goes over, stuffs it straight down.
8-7 U.S. Yanks fighting hard here in Osaka. That one's off the block, and another kill for Izzy Mikawa. Nice dig by Manami, but he runs into Matsuda. Manami was there. Matsuda went for it, just could not halt his momentum. Seiji Oko wondering if he can get the team prepared not only for the World League but for Barcelona. They are struggling currently, although they're very much within reach of the second game. There's a dump, but it's read by the Americans and Timmins. Gets hit by Ogino. It remains 8-7. What a dig by Aoyama.
Great play in the back row, and the crowd got up and excited, and that's what will help this Japanese team keep the crowd involved.
Oh, there's a bad serve at the wrong time. Just when they had the crowd back into it, Matsuda served it long.
You can almost hear the collective sigh of the crowd when he missed that serve.
Dan Greenbaum. Americans have always scored well when Greenbaum serves. Not here. Right through the block by Manami. Steve Timmins beating Ueda's one-on-one effort to block him. Scott Fortune with that flat serve hit the tape, side out Japan. And Scott not happy with the way he's performing. Samuelson with the quick attack, and he went down the line for the winner. Samuelson as hot as anybody on the floor.
I think he's the biggest beneficiary of the return of the 88 Olympians, Timmins, Stavertlich. It really helps Samuelson, frees him up. He is just pounding the ball when he gets his opportunities.
Great job by Brian Ivey. Absolutely marvelous work at the net by the young man from Southern California. And Samuelson, who always seems to attack, even when he serves. Aoyama's blocked by Ivey again. And you'll see there that Brian Ivey is not the guy you want setting the ball.
By Steve Timmins, he does not like mistakes. It's a free ball, should be played. He does not accept those kind of errors, and that's what makes him such a winner.
Samuelson pounding it off of Manami. Americans lead at 9-7 in game 2 after capturing game 1 15-10. One of the rare times we've seen these teams match up, Kirk, where there hasn't been a game with streaks. This one's gone back and forth. The off-speed for Aoyama.
Haven't gone to the off-speed too much, and it's had success against the American team going off-speed, so we'll see if the Japanese adjust.
Aoyama had 20 kills against the United States in one match a season ago, and in the World League also had a match where he had 3 blocks against the Americans. for Witters. There's Stavertlich pounding it off the block.
Bob Stavertlich's warming up a bit. His 7th kill in the match so far. Been blocked a couple times, but now doing a nice job.
Stavertlich had over 100 kills in the '88 Olympics, replaced by Nick Becker.
Well, we'll probably see Nick Becker go all the way around here. He plays that swing hitter position. They have to see how he'll be.
There's a hitting error by Manami. And the Americans have their 10th point of game 2. They lead 10-7. We're going to step aside for this regional break. You're watching World League Volleyball, Japan and the United States on Sports Channel. Game 2, the Japanese fans looking out here in Osaka, trying to root their team to victory, but to this point, Kirk, the Americans coming from behind in game 1. They seem to have a hold on game 2 as well.
Well, I think they've done it with serving and good blocking in this game. They've increased their blocking stats.
In the first game, they outblocked the Japanese 4-3. Timmons is dug by Aoyama. Ivy with the turnaround spike for a winner.
Well, nice heads-up play by Ivy. Only had 1 touch left. Nice play.
11-7, United States.
Little fan there for Greenbaum. I'm sure he'd like to forget. Missed the hit.
And a block by Brian Ivy. And it's 12-7. He is really strong going up, getting those blocks. He's improved in that regard. He's always been a good blocker. He's even better now. Ivy off the block. Kirk, what about the comparisons early in his career to Karts-Kiraly? Seemingly those have been forgotten, and Ivy has settled down into his role. We'll talk about that when we return, about how good Brian Ivy can be right after this.
Is an organization serving
The next superstar, he's really settled down now.
Well, I think he's become more of a Steve Timmons, actually. Middle blocker, opposite type. Karts-Kiraly is certainly the best ball control swing hitter in the world, so those comparisons are never fair, but I think Brian Ivy has certainly lived up to his all-world status. He will be.
Side out, and for the first time we'll see Kawano, number 16, played extensively in the 2 matches in the United States. Katsumi Kawano. And this is his hometown. He was born in Osaka. Seven, serving 13. Timmons is done.
Ball hit outside the antenna that time, Randy. That's blocked off the antenna, excuse me, and that's a side out or point for Japan.
Dig by Kawano. And another point for Japan. And it was Izzy Mikawa. 2 points in succession after the timeout by Seiji Oka has brought Japan to within 4. Fortune with the roundhouse kill. Scott Fortune. So much a part of this American team. Put down the 88 gold medal winning point against the Soviet Union. When the veterans left, he stayed and was the main cog. And now the veterans, most of the veterans have returned. Here's Acosta back in for the U.S. Otake. At 6'11", gets a pretty good read up there.
Good quick hitter in the middle. He's tall, extends well. What he has to improve in is his back row, and he has to be a better blocker than he is.
He's been working on his back row attack, but you're right, he really needs work in that regard. Samuelson off balance,
well, that was
it wide.
Ugly play all the way around. Bad pass the net. Sammy tried to help. Fisted it out of bounds. 10-13. Japan's coming back.
That's 3 unanswered points for Japan. And the Americans look for Timmons, but it's dug. Samuelson tried to dump it back down and tipped it off the block. So good work once again by the tandem of Timmons and Samuelson. 13-10. The Americans 2 points from capturing game 2. Try to go up 2 games to none in Osaka. Izzy Mikawa with another hitting error. And it's point game for the U.S. Nice shot by Otake, keeping the Japanese in game 2.
Didn't get much on that, but enough to get it by. The Digger's a little out of rhythm because he sort of missed the ball.
I've been working with him in the weight room. He still needs to add some weight.
Whose weight room?
I don't know. They got to have him on a bigger diet, I think. Nice rolling dig by Izzy Mikawa. And Kawhi worked their magic. And it's a 3-point lead for the Americans. Samuelson nearly took a part of the he nearly took the neck off of
Matsuda's face as that ball came off of it.
I don't know why he's smiling. I guess he still has his health. What a shot by Samuelson. Second chance to close out game 2 for the Americans. That one's hit long. Otake hit it long. And the Americans have won the game. 15-11. So the U.S. captures game 1 15-10 and outlasts Japan in game 2 15-11. The Americans are up 2 games to none. Let's pause for this regional break. You're watching the United States and Japan clash in World League Volleyball on Sports Channel.